Hello, Gemini. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your August 2024 Zodiac forecast. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Take a moment to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, share, and comment. If you would like to donate, all donations are greatly appreciated and go to a good cause. You can do so through PayPal or Cashapp, and those links are in the description below. So let us see what the energy is for you, Gemini, around the month or in the month, through the month of August 2024. So we have Goddess of the Moon, Thinking Man, and fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. That's all about speaking your truth, saying what you got to say, be very open and honest, tooting your own horn, if you will. So I kind of feel for you, Gemini, that you've done a lot of soul searching, using your intuition, a lot of schooling, going back to school, learning new things, connecting with like-minded people or people who are very much collaborators, people who are very much into spirituality or the spiritual arts, mediumship, energy healing, reiki healing, balancing, energy exchange, tarot reading, oracle, pendulum, quantum jumping, you name it, that kind of thing. And this person or these people are very, very just as intuitive as you. So it makes for this wonderful, great collaboration. And you're being guided here to really speak your truth, really use your voice for something amazing, wonderful, and positive. We can see that not only we have the color blue here, but we also have the color green. So this is speaking words of thanks, of gratitude, and of truth, and being very open to what others have to say about your experiences and you following your intuition in the way that you're learning and how you are moving through this this spiritual evolution or transformation that you're on at the moment. The Thinking Man is a very street smart, book smart, school smart, life learned lesson person who has evolved and is in recognition of being a having a human experience as a spiritual being, and finding that balance between being a human being and having a spiritual experience, and being a spiritual being and having that human experience, and taking that spiritual experience and bringing it into this human world and being a better version of what society says we should be. So this is you following your intuition, connecting with like-minded people, speaking your truth, being in a place of gratitude, in a place of enlightenment, if you will. So let's see what our tarot cards have to say. The first card you have is the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is you being in your spiritual element, your nurturing, compassion, empathy, imagination element. You're not allowing anything on the outside, any negative forces or distractions to distract you from your priorities, where you desire to go, how you desire to get there, who do you desire to meet, what you desire to say, how you feel. We have this the tide coming in, and she intuitively knows that eventually that tide is going to take down that sandcastle and all of those cups. The cat and the crab going at it. There's an intuitive knowledge that yes, this may happen, but it all depends on my reaction to what is happening, how the energy around it evolves or devolves or dissolves, evolves or dissolves. Thank you, Spirit. So we can not react to the natural course of action, the natural vibration of things. We cannot react to that, or we can react to it in a way that goes against what it is that we are trying to achieve, that spiritual evolution, that transformation, that ascension, if you will. And I talked about the crumbling sandcastle of cups And we have the Tower. So you can't make it up. The Tower here really talks about sometimes there are relationships and situations in our lives, partnerships, relationships, family dynamics, friendships, and situations that we thought were built on something very solid. And when situations arise that call for that balance and stability, sometimes what we thought was very solid and stable turns out to be all built off of sand. The moment something goes sideways, it's like a domino effect and everything falls. So there may be situations in your life at this moment that need to be addressed because you think, or you may have thought, that these relationships, that these life experiences, that these partnerships or situations were built solid, but they're only built on the half-truths, is what I want to say, the lies that other people have told. And eventually those will come down, and eventually you will see it for what it is, right? And you have the decision then to rebuild. Of course, not out of the same material, because if we look at these two pictures, eventually we know that water is going to, every time the tide comes in, it's going to dissolve the sand out from underneath each and every one of those cups, right? And we know that eventually this tower is going to fall over. And it's how we react to each that determines our transformation, our ascension, or how quickly, or how understandably, or how spiritually we have the tendency to grow through this time. And just like when loss happens, we have a tendency to feel abandoned, deserted, hurt, pain, deception, cast out. The upside to that is that as we hold the lantern of the hermit before us, which is the star, all of our wants, needs, dreams, and desires, we are only taking those whom's energy resonates with us, those who understand what it is that we're going through, or what it is that we've been through, or what is happening on a spiritual level in our lives. So even though you may be feeling a little or a lot abandoned or cast out because of what it is that you're going through at the moment, things will be working out in your favor because they come out. This is karmic scales being balanced. All of this, and why it's happening and the way it's happening, is to prepare you for that next chapter, that next ascension, that next evolution, right? You using your intuition, connecting with like-minded people, speaking your truth, not allowing the chaos and the controversy, or the chaos and the disruption to distract you from what is most important, and not allowing those who have abandoned you or who have left you behind. Because since we have the Nine of Cups in the Tower, see, when you were stable and when you were balanced and when you were following the law of the land, there are people around you who benefited from what you were able to gain, what you were able to manifest, what you were able to create. Now that you're tapping into the spiritual side of self, now that you're connecting to more like-minded people, more energy aligned people, speaking your truth and recognizing the truth and the lies of others, then there's this sense of abandonment, right? Because once we come into the version of the real truth, not the truth that society tells us, But the true truth, the spiritual truth, people who are not aligned with you will also not be aligned with that truth. So things kind of work out, for the best. It's having faith in yourself and having faith in who you are as a spiritual being, having faith in the decisions that you make as a spiritual being. And you've done a lot of research here. You've addressed it from a very logical perspective, even though it has at times been very difficult for even you to understand, much less those other people to understand. But you're passionate about fighting through it. You're passionate about getting to the other side of it. And the Two of Cups is meeting that like-minded person, right? Sharing those ideas, speaking openly and truthfully about your part, their part, y'all's part in this spiritual evolution. And knowing that you have someone there in front of you to who is equally as comfortable with being open and how they feel about their lives and their spiritual evolution and their intuition and their truth and their gratitude. And it all leads to this wonderful, happy, blessed, balanced, nurturing moment, which then leads to this wonderful, abundant, prosperous moment. And it's not just a moment, it's a foundation. It's creating this sense of growth and stability and balance for everyone. This just isn't you. This is you and those who have chosen to connect energetically with you, those who have chosen, and I'm not saying those who have chosen to follow you like you're some sort of guru or the next Messiah, but there is enough here, enough knowledge, enough prosperity, enough abundance, enough creative energy and growth, enough passion and peace and loyalty here to be able to help those who desire to level up, who desire to learn, who desire to, this could be you opening your own business or creating a course online and getting paid to do what you love. And there may be some stumbling blocks along the way, but it's a collaboration between you and others. And it's something that you've been wanting to do for quite some time, something you've been desiring to manifest for quite some time. And it most definitely is coming into fruition. Your spirit guides are here and they are guiding you. You're being guided to have the strength and the courage to keep an open mind here, to definitely keep an open mind, a logical, understanding, balanced, stable, open mind, right? Be set in how you feel and what you think, and don't allow anyone on the outside to distract you to the point of you second guessing this journey that you're on, right? Even with that Nine of Wands energy, there's a lot of passion here with what you're trying to create, and much abundance will come from it. But the foundation that it's built off of needs to be reestablished, reaffirmed, not with the same ideas and the same hopes and dreams that you had 10 years ago, but there needs to be an evolution here to this moment in time. If this is something that you wanted to manifest 10 years ago, it can't be with the same guidelines and the same format. It has to be something completely different because you've evolved since then. And to be perfectly honest, how people deal with and relate to and acknowledge spirituality has changed as well. So trust your intuition, trust the process, trust how you feel, trust what you think. And if you come to a crossroads and you don't really trust, then speak to that someone whom you do trust to help you make the decisions that need to be made. We have uncover sentimentality, memory, nostalgia. So I talked about maybe this is something that you've always wanted to do, right? And you're very much invested in a little sentimentality here or nostalgia, right? This is something that you wanted to create many years ago. And that never happened. And now that you have the platform and the foundation for it to happen, if you are building it from the same ideas that you had 10 or 20 years ago, it's going to turn into a tower moment. So there has to be something different. There has to be, yes, there's sentimentality here and there's nostalgia here, but if you're building something off of that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So we're in a time of generosity, of charity, and of gratitude. We're sharing with others, helping others. And here we have the ascension. I talked about ascension a lot in this reading, ascending on a spiritual level. We have transformation, end of cycle, and beginnings. So we're ending one cycle. We're starting a new. We have this wonderful new beginning happening, this transformational energy happening, this ascending energy happening. And it's very important that you allow yourself to be in the present moment while this is happening. And it's very important that you don't allow yourself to become so overwhelmed that you kind of give up and throw your hands up in the air and second guess if what you're going through is worth it, because it is, because it has the potential of helping a lot of people. We have plant the seeds, so it's time to get to planting those seeds. Pretty much, it's time to start planting those seeds. It's time to create what it is that you desire to create, and establish those prayers and wishes. We have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Talk about speaking one's truth. Talk about blowing your own horn. Talking about being grateful. Throw out those prayers. Throw out those wishes. Enjoy them. Put good intention behind them. Good feeling behind them. Be in a place of peace. Also, Archangel Gabriel is also the angel of health. Health, health, health. Make sure that you are at your best when you go through this ascension process, this transformation, this end of cycle, and this new beginning. Make sure you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're not allowing anything to distract you. Your mental clarity is sharp. Mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual are all aligned, all good, all settled, all balanced. We also have affirmation for positive changes. And I love this card because she has made the decision here that she no longer wants to be what everyone assumes that she should be. Other people think that because she's a girl, that she should be wearing the pink or purple dress, wearing the jewels, waiting in the wings for a husband to come along, filling her dance card, doing her womanly duties. And what she wants is something completely different than that. And we can see that she has the dress hanging and the necklace on the branch, and she is in this boat, and she's off to this big ship in the distance, and she wants to be a pirateer or a privateer, and she's very grateful and thankful and feeling blessed that she has the option to do this. And this is what brings her peace. This is what brings her strength, and this is what brings her power. The ability to be able to make a decision for oneself, the ability, being grateful that you have the freedom to make a decision that could change the course of your life. And this, whatever decision that you make here in the month of August, has the potential of changing the course of your life. Know that you are divinely guided and loved, Gemini. Talk soon. Bye.